To my queer black men who are in touch with their feminine side and want to work in entertainment, I need to tell you the truth as someone who lives inside this world every day. I once auditioned for a major project and I was stellar in the room. It was a dual audition and even my co-host turned to me afterward and said, "You were incredible. They're going to give you the job." And I looked at her and I said, "Honey, I could walk in there and be the next big thing and they still wouldn't give me the job because they are not putting my tail on that network." And I was right. Not because I wasn't qualified, but because identity plays a role in this industry that talent alone cannot overcome, okay? This business will challenge you in ways most people never talk about. Not the work itself, but the way your identity gets filtered through everyone else's expectations and discomforts. You will deal with white people and people of other races who celebrate you only as long as you remain entertaining and non-threatening. The moment your presence becomes too real, too layered, too grounded, the room shifts. You will deal with black people who want you to present yourself in a way that aligns with their idea of masculinity. And if you do not, they may withhold support, not because you are not gifted, but because your existence disrupts what they were taught to expect. You will deal with gay people who will lift you up only if your identity aligns with their desires or their idea of what queerness should look like. If they are not attracted to you or do not see themselves reflected in you, you may become invisible to them too. See, in this industry, you will often feel as if you have no true home, no safe demographic, no community where you fully belong because you will be underestimated consistently. You will be cast as the sidekick, the accessory, the comedic shadow standing next to someone deemed more marketable. You will watch people with less talent, less training, and fewer ideas rise faster because they are easier for the world to digest. And here is the part that may hurt. Do not expect those who are winning to bring you with them. Even the ones who look like you, even the ones you've supported, because they too often benefit from the very norms that limit you. Their access depends on maintaining proximity to what society finds acceptable, and they may cling to that without ever noticing the privilege that it gives them. But the biggest challenge is learning how to exist inside a system where every part of who you are is simultaneously desired and rejected. See, your femininity will be praised, but only when it entertains. Your blackness will be celebrated, but only when it fits the narrative. And your queerness will be embraced, but only when it is palatable. And your full self, the intersection of it all, may feel like too much for everyone. And this is the reality. And that's not to discourage you, but to prepare you. Because if you choose this path, you must walk into it knowing that the world is still learning how to hold space for people like us. And you will spend much of your career carving out room where no room was ever intended. But if you understand these truths, if you prepare for them, then you can navigate this industry without losing yourself in the process. Because while we may not always belong in the spaces we enter, we still have the power to reshape them.